just sounds like a World Cup song, doesn't it? But it's not. Bellini, Samba de Janeiro. Norway versus France, 8 p.m. tonight. Senegal versus Iraq at 8 as well. And then at 1 a.m, Uruguay versus Spain and Cape Verde against Saudi Arabia. Going to be wheeling out the jukebox very shortly. Rafe Spall and Graham Norton on The Breakfast Show a little bit later on this morning.
This is Radio 2.
On BBC Sounds.
And on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 7 o'clock on Friday, the 26th of June. Good morning, this is Tina Dahealy. The King has for the first time revealed his tax bill. The powerful back-to-back earthquake in Venezuela has killed at least 235 people. The Museum of the Year has been revealed. The King has become the first monarch to disclose his tax bill, revealing that he paid £12.9 million in the financial year ending April 2025. The royal accounts also show that despite a multi-million-pound refurbishment of Buckingham Palace, King Charles and Queen Camilla have decided not to live there. No other monarch has made that choice since Queen Victoria. Here's our senior royal correspondent Daniela Ralph.
The major works at Buckingham Palace finish next year. They'll have cost almost £370 million. But the King and Queen will remain across the road at Clarence House, where they've both lived for more than 20 years. The accounts also show that the King paid £12.9 million in tax in 2024 to 2025, putting him in the top 100 of UK taxpayers. And during the same period, Prince William paid just over £7 million in tax. The annual report shows that the main source of funding for the royal family, the sovereign grant, is rising to just under £100 million annually, almost doubling over the past 3 years.
A massive rescue operation is underway in Venezuela, with teams searching for survivors of Wednesday's powerful back-to-back earthquakes. Health officials say at least 235 people are known to have died, but it's feared many more could be trapped beneath the rubble of collapsed buildings. Specialist rescue teams from the United States, Mexico, Qatar, Spain and the United Nations have now arrived, and the US has pledged an initial donation of $150 million. The UN's Emergency Relief Coordinator, Tom Fletcher, says the damage has been devastating.
What we're worried about now is saving as many people as we can. We'll count the numbers later, and that means no holds barred, fully mobilised. I've just released $15 million from our emergency fund. I'm grateful to the partners who've been so generous already. This needs an international, global response, and we'll coordinate that, and we will deliver. I want people to know in Venezuela that help is coming.
3 more Ministry of Defence sites could be used to house recently arrived asylum seekers under government plans. Ministers have begun preliminary discussions about the use of military sites at Bicester in Oxfordshire, Barnham in Suffolk and Linton-on-Ouse in North Yorkshire to accommodate close to 4,000 people. The Home Office said the proposed accommodation would be basic and more suitable than hotels. The government's under pressure to show what it's doing to tackle extreme overheating as part of the UK's swelter in a record-breaking June heatwave. The Met Office has issued a red warning for extreme heat for a third consecutive day, covering London and the southeast of England up to Oxford. Ministers say they're taking action to help safeguard people. Here's our environment correspondent Matt McGrath.
There's growing pressure on the government to do more to help people cope with the unrelenting heat as it takes a toll on schools, transport and health. The chair of the Parliamentary Environmental Audit Committee, Toby Perkins, has written to the Environment Secretary asking what action has been taken to stop hospitals, care homes and prisons from overheating, and whether ministers will introduce a maximum legal workplace temperature. The government's own climate advisers have repeatedly warned that preparations for warmer conditions are falling well short of what's needed, as climate change makes heat waves more frequent and more intense.
A hospital trust has said that around 40 people have accessed the medical records of a 3-year-old boy who was rescued from a crocodile enclosure at a zoo in Cambridgeshire last week. Cambridge University Hospitals Trust said it was investigating and would take robust disciplinary action against any member of staff involved. Air passengers are being warned not to pack power banks or vapes in their hold luggage this summer. The aviation regulator says the fire risk posed by lithium batteries is now the #1 safety risk to aircraft. The Box in Plymouth has been declared Museum of the Year. The £48 million development was praised for transforming the way the city's art and archives are shared. David Solito reports.
The museum, now in its 6th year, houses 2 million objects, charting the history and culture of Plymouth and its impact on the world. Everything from Scotland, the Antarctic, skis and figureheads from ships, to life-size sculptures of the artist Beryl Cook's cheerful, rounded Plymothians. It has now been made the Art Fund's Museum of the Year. The judges praised it for turning the city's civic collection into a welcoming and ambitious attraction, which has had 1.3 million visits in its first 5 years. An example, it says, of the social and economic effects of investing in culture.
The weather sunny and hot across the southeast of England. Elsewhere, a mix of cloud and sunny spells. Highs of 20 Celsius in Edinburgh, 23 in Belfast, 25 in Cardiff and 35 in London. That's the BBC News coming up to 7:05.
Thank you, Tina.
The Radio 2 Breakfast Show.
With Gary Davis.
Gary Davis.
Woo! Gary Davis on your radio, yeah.
So, how are you? Welcome to Friday's Breakfast Show. A little bit later on, Rafe Spall will be here, talking to us about the new season of Trying. And then Graham Norton is on the show. He's done a very special 1-hour show with Madonna called Madonna and Graham. We'll hear all about that a little bit later. But right now, it's all about your 5-second weekends. Karen in Bournemouth said my 5-second weekend is getting ready for my 2 grandsons, Bradley and Oliver. They're coming for the week. I can't wait. My 5-second weekend off to Chelmsford for the State Fair Music Festival. Can't wait, says Teresa in Swindon, currently walking Bertie the dog. Happy birthday, Primrose turns 9 today. Huge ray of sunshine. We hope she has the best day. Mum, Dad and little sister B. What about you, Max?
Max in Exeter, working at Dartmouth Pride.
Nice. Kathy?
Hi, it's Kathy in Berwick. Golf, family, ABBA afternoon tea.
Nice. Polly?
Morning, Gary. Polly from Folkestone here. I'm seeing Take That at London Stadium this weekend. Yay!
That's going to be awesome. Stephen?
My 5-second weekend is look after horses, cats, dogs,
Oh! What other animals has he got there? We'll never know. Trevor in the Wirral?
Taking my wife and daughter down to London to watch Jesus Christ Superstar Sam Ryder tonight, tomorrow with...
Just so much going on and just not enough time to fit it in.
The Radio 2 Breakfast Show with Gary Davis. BBC Radio 2. Gonna get up, gonna get up, gonna get up. Ooh.